top martyr. It is the most powerful entity in the ecosystem. Great white sharks are no exception. Under normal circumstances, a hunter of this caliber, everyone will choose to stay away. There is one obvious exception. This is the killer whale. So when killer whales meet great white sharks, so what's going to happen? So let's start with the great white shark. In great white sharks, they are existential twins. Females are usually larger than males. The largest tune great white shark can grow up to 6.1 meters in length. It weighs 1.9 tons, but in general, great white sharks don't get this big. The average length of a great white shark is 3.4 to 4 meters. And the magnetism is 4.6 to 4 meters. And that's less than 5 to 7 meters of the female. Not to mention the male 6 to 8 meters. So in terms of body shape, killer whales are way ahead of great white sharks, and that's also the reality. And here's what's even worse. A new culture is spreading among killer whales. According to media reports, since 2015, two killer whales term left and right, frequently seen off the coast of South Africa. This is the domain of great white sharks. They would gather here to feed on the seals. Guys say in South Africa takes advantage of these advantages. Became close. Great white shark watching resort. Between 2008 and 2011, on average, 9 sharks are sighted every day. However, when these two killer whales arrived, the frequency of great white sharks began to plummet. Shark carcasses missing livers, they started appearing more often on the coast. So this is by killer whales, apparently. But the evidence? People haven't been able to get it. Until recently, with the help of drones, scholars have photographed killer whales for the first time. The process of hunting great white sharks. Its result, published in the October 3, 2022 issue of Ecology. Out. The hunt took place at 14:36 on May 16, 2022. At first, they found 5 fox whales, and that includes the right string we mentioned earlier. The drone followed them for about 30 minutes, and then finally forced to give up due to memory and battery limitations. This is a thrilling hunting expedition. In the beginning, 5 killer whales together, and then right-handed and another killer whale in it, start swimming east 500 meters away, at the mouth of the Hartenbosch River. This is a shark-infested area. It was the other 3 killer whales that completed the hunt. No, 3, 4 and no, 5. 2 of the killer whales slowly approached the shark, but the shark didn't escape. Instead, choose to confront the killer whales, keep it within sight. This is a general technique. This is how seals and turtles avoid sharks. Unfortunately, it's useless to killer whales. Because killer whales hunt in packs, can't watch at all. Just as the killer whales know, 3 and no, for number 5 emerges from underwater and make use of their meeting. This 3-meter-long white shark pushed from the negative side to the surface, go around and roll to the right. And then finally, killer whale number 5 brings the shark to the surface. The shark appears to have died. His white side and lower abdomen are clearly visible. Killer whale number 5 bites into the shark's pectoral fin area. And finally, you sink. But that's not all. Also on May 16, 2022 from 14 o'clock to 15 o'clock, a straight man flying on Mossel Bay lift pilot. 2 great white sharks were also observed killed by killer whales. But he didn't get it. Just through my phone. Captured a series of images and short videos. 2 different killer whales. One of them seems to be right-handed. Follow. A large great white shark smaller than its own body length. This great white shark. And they engage in the same avoidance behavior. But the ending repeats itself. The killer whales took this great white shark, bite off a large piece of free-floating liver. Whole shark liver. It's about the size of a killer whale's head. So why do killer whales hunt great white sharks? From the live hunt just described, civilization can see clearly. Seems killer whales are very interested in great white shark livers. In fact, before 2017, scientists are just off the coast of South Africa. The carcass of a dead great white shark was found. Their livers were ripped out. January 27, 2025. People found ancient and modern in Australia. Genetic evidence for predation of great white sharks. That's the real deal. Ancient and modern great white sharks were hunted for their livers. As a handful in the sea, the distribution range is very wide in ancient and modern times. From the polar ambush to the equator, there are groups of killer whales. And in terms of implementation, killer whales will feed on a wide variety of prey, including 7 families of cetaceans, cephalic bony fish, sharks and reptiles. But the killer whales are foraging. The ecology can vary geographically. Sometimes they may even develop specific eating habits and complex naive behavior. And that includes selective consumption. Specific prey tissue. For example, the tongue of a whale, and then there's shark liver. And in the past 10 years, South African fox whale, a series of predation events for great white sharks, in particular, those that target the liver. While in Australia, there's been a couple of orcas interaction with great white sharks, including February 2015. In South Australia, happened in Neptune Islands Marine Park. at least one killing at a time. Although no body was found to confirm the prey shark has been killed. But after this interaction, we observed plankton can indirectly indicate it was a very successful hunt. In this study, the author of the article combines forensic and citizen science data. The first offer of 5 gold was made in Australia, solid evidence of eating great white sharks from the beaches of southeastern Australia, left behind biological samples collected from the body. The genetic analysis conducted revealed that the great white shark died from ancient and modern predation. And here's what's even more important: liver caused by corrosion, dirty sloughing bite wound. There is indeed tiger tendon DNA. And in other bite wounds. Then there is the genetic material of the flathead halasha. This is the humble scavenger after the shark was killed. This discovery, consistent with findings previously reported from South Africa, this shows that the simplicity of great white sharks is perhaps more common than we currently believe. You know what? After the killings in South Africa, the great white sharks quickly fled the area and escaped for at least 7 weeks. People saw the white sands fleeing in multiple directions, some great white sharks even swimming to a depth of less than 2 meters in very shallow waters to avoid being hunted by killer whales. This shows that killer whale poses a major threat to the survival of the great white shark. They are capable enough to hunt great white sharks. What's more troublesome is, these hunts also show that, at least in South Africa, killer whales that kill great white sharks more than the 2 previously identified. This prompts the great white shark to start giving up the previous main habitat. The culture of preying on great white sharks spread among killer whales. Then, the current predation of killer whales for great white sharks is in California. Australia has been confirmed. This will affect the population and distribution of great white sharks. Impact.